How's it going, everybody? RyeSquad here today, and we are back with our Anaheim Ducks franchise mode here at the start of season number 9, and we are ready to get it underway and hopefully get back to the pinnacle where we were just 2 seasons ago. Last season, really good season, but had our hopes snubbed by John Gibson. And guys, the youth is here. We've got a great squad for the future, so if I do end up retiring after season number 10, the next GM is in a great spot. But before we go ahead and jump into this video, guys, can we get it to 10 likes? We're winding down on the series, and we're so close. And I will do a complete recap episode after season 10 is complete. Also, make sure to subscribe so you guys can get notified for that episode to go live to recap 10 full seasons of a franchise mode. Probably the most complete I've ever been with a franchise mode. We're also on the road to 4K, guys. Road to 4,000 subscribers. So go ahead and subscribe if you are new. And if you made it through this entire Anaheim Ducks franchise mode and haven't decided to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Come on, we're in season 9. There's plenty of episodes there that probably piqued your fancy. Anyway, we are here, and I did see a couple interesting comments. I do like Oaknav's comment saying best NHL 22 franchise out there, and I agree. I think this has been insanely fun. And then John Hannity asked what would be the price to bring in the other Taro Santavuori, and I think we're about at that time, guys, that if the price, makes enough sense, that we should go for it, right? We also do kind of need that 6th guy for the top 6, right? We need one more guy for this top 6. Krebs is a great 3rd-line center. Dvorak's a great 2nd-line center. McTavish on the wing there. Quentin Clark is good, but listed as a 3rd-line scorer, and we could really just bench Matthias Seppovaliv. I would probably keep Tristan Sloan in, but Seppovaliv, I would probably end up scratching him. So let's go take a look at what the price of the other Taro Santavuori would be. So one of the features that I haven't used enough or showcased enough is the player search. I do love this filter. It's just so nice to sometimes get a look at, where your players are in the entire league, right? You get to know, hey, who's the best player in the league, right? Like, because I know Madden does that. Madden doesn't do a lot of things right, but Madden at least lets you just sort by the entire NFL and sort by, speed and whatnot. But here is the other Taro Santavuori playing for Columbus, making just about as much as our Taro Santavuori is. But he's a little bit more valuable, it seems, probably because he's a year younger, but I would say our Taro is better. Anyway, let's go ahead and trade for the asset. Just see what wow, we'd have to give up some cap, which is okay. I guess I could give up Hellenius. Hellenius was drafted in the 3rd round, a power forward just this past season. He's 69 overall at 19. He's actually very good. I'd rather not have to give him up, but if it's what it takes to get Hellenius in, it's what it takes. Now, we do have to think about the salary cap issue, and who would we move on from there? I guess Peyton Krebs is one of the guys that makes sense to move on from. I mean, at $5.5 million, he's really the only guy we can shed salary for. No goalies really that I'm looking to get. I'm not getting rid of Demko, obviously. But taking a look at the salaries of the players they want. Dvorak, he's been too good. Pete Montgomery's only making $2 million. So Peyton Krebs, we'd probably keep a hold of Hellenius then. I think maybe a rookie skater or two could get this deal over the line. Taking a look at these guys, yeah, like Khan here. Khan is the perfect kind of guy that I've singled out as trade bait, right? He's 69 low elite. He may or may not get there. He's got that X factor, but we would be getting the best piece back in the deal. Taro Santavuori, who's a 2-way forward, doesn't score a lot, but looks to be really good, well-rounded. He had 65 points in his last season, best season he's had in his career. And you know what? He would probably fit our scheme for our coach. He fits the first forward line, so that would be amazing to have Taro, and Zegras, and then move Tomasino down to that 2nd line. But here we go. It's probably going to go through, so let me see if I can throw in something else here. Medium top 4 defenseman at 21. I'll see if this works. We'll go for it. Isn't there whatsoever. Yeah, I was getting a little greedy there with who I was going after, but I figured why just say, oh, I'll go ahead and get fleeced. Let me take their 2nd round pick in this deal as well. Okay, not quite. Probably gonna have to finagle my way around this trade with a 5th. Rejected. What about this? Wow. Okay, so we are gonna have to give up more. I can give up a 2nd. We aren't gonna need it. Trade. Oh my, quite far off still. All right. I guess maybe instead of Khan, we'll throw in Hellenius. Maybe I throw in Sloan. I don't know. Hellenius, he's not an X Factor either, so I'm fine to give up Hellenius and Krebs. And then let's see if we can get Brule back in this deal. It would go through. He would have to be sent down to the AHL, which is kind of what I was expecting to do. Could I get a first out of this deal instead of Brule? Probably not. Yeah, I figured I'd try it, right? Because they, why not? But trade accepted. We're going to get a second instead of Brule. It works. It's fine. We have more picks now. I don't know why I'm excited about a second, but I'm not. I'm just excited that we brought in the other Taro Santavori, bringing him in. Thank you, Columbus. And now we need to best lines this kind of thing. Sapovaliv, we will send him down to the minors. We now have 19 skaters in the system. We are looking, make more roster moves. We got to call Taro up, confirm that. In the NHL, who is scratched? I think it's Lind is scratched. Kellen Lind, yeah, he's not particularly great, so I will send him down. Here we go. And we will go ahead and edit our lines real quick. Holy smokes, why are there... Oh, shoot. Did I accidentally send down too many forwards? And I think I have. Yeah, we need to call up one more float forward and send down a guy like Zachary Watt here in favor of Kluchek. So Zachary Watt and Lucas Cormier need to go down, and we need to call up a forward. Whoops. A little bit too many. Haven't had my coffee yet, so apologies. Cormier, probably is how you would say it. Lind, Paul, Sapovaliv, Olvestad, Wilson Estrada's had a good run, but he's probably not good enough. He's fine. Nicholas Olvestad, Sapovaliv looks pretty okay, not great. Daryl Paul actually has got a great shot, but he's a sniper. Kellen Lind, oh God, I don't really see anybody I'm dying to call up. Nurmi, no, he doesn't have the puck skills. Koskiranta is low elite. Koskiranta's, yeah, I'm gonna call up Koskiranta. He's probably, Koskiranta looks like the best, most well-rounded player that we have on the roster right now that we could call up. So we will do head coach, preferred lines. Why is Kluchek still playing here? It should be defense. Oh my God, did it really just decide to throw in? Oh, we don't need another defenseman. So I guess Kluchek would not be necessary. I guess if anything, we would say Koskiranta's fine. Wait, we have nobody. Do I need to call up two forwards? Oh shoot, I didn't realize I need to call up two forwards. Kluchek fits. He's a left defense. I don't know why it's showing me the forward thing. But instead of Riker Evans, let's go with Kluchek. Change in current line. Kluchek there. Fits well with Zellweger. He's a right-handed left defenseman, which is weird to me. But we'll let it be. Going to check out the roster moves again. Holy smokes, I didn't expect this video to start like this. But in the system, who do I like? Do I like Eddie? I do like Eddie a lot, actually. He's a really good playmaker. He's got skills. His defense is not terrible. His shot's okay. He's just not very physical. Take a look at the forwards, though. So we saw Lind. Lind might be a good option. It's just that offensive awareness, his shooting is bad. His physicality is amazing. It's off the charts as a two-way forward. But then we have got the sniper here, who honestly he could be a good guy to get some goals, and he's not got a terrible defensive category either. Sapovaliv looks like a guy that's going to be a great playmaker, not going to score a lot, but I think I like. Actually, Sapovaliv is close. He's a low top 6. He's a medium top 9. It doesn't really matter. Olvestad we took a look at. He's pretty underwhelmingly average in every category, but that might just be what we need right now. I think Olvestad, with his 80 defensive awareness, 81 stick checking, 84 passing, 83 offensive awareness, and 83 wrist shot accuracy, is probably the guy I would like to call up. And in the NHL, sending down a guy where... Oh, I'm looking at just forwards. I was like, where are they? I knew I had a few. Riker Evans, go ahead and send him down. So there we go. We're finally going to have our lines all set after the Taro Santavori trade. We have... Oh, my God. Taro Santavori, Ricard Santavori, Taro Santavori. Good to see that. We got a +1 with those guys as well. Sloan down, Dvorak up. Ricard Santavori probably down for McTavish. I'm kind of liking this, guys. Our bottom six is a little weaker. If we move Ricard Santavori down, we actually get a +1, but we do need a center. Actually, Ricard Santavori can kind of play center. Sloan, yeah, I'm fine with this, guys. We get a +2 on that fourth line as well. The third line is solid and young. McTavish, I mean, I guess maybe we could move McTavish down and Montgomery up, and then there we go. I think I might actually want to do this. This might be the move. Pete Montgomery getting a little bit of extra ice time, getting us the +1. Actually, I had Quinn Clark up here to start, and I thought he was better. So Ricard Santavori, McTavish, and Montgomery will be the third line. So we got Taro Santavori, Trevor Zegras, and Taro Santavori. We've got Quinn Clark, Phil Tomasino, and Christian Dvorak. Ricard Santavori, Mason McTavish with Pete Montgomery, and then Tristan Sloan with Markku Koskaranta and Nicholas Olvestad. I actually like that. I just want to figure out who's going to... yeah, Dvorak's playing center for sure. Dvorak can play center left wing. Tomasino is right wing center. And Quinn Clark is a left wing. So it's about right. But yeah, I don't pay too much attention to all that stuff. But we get +1s all over the place. Bean with Drysdale gets us a +2, and I think that's what I would rather have happen. And then obviously you guys know in goal it's Demko and Jaden Williams. So here we go. Best lines in the AHL. I don't really care about the AHL. There's not a lot of guys that I care about growing anymore. And there you go. We've got both Santavoris. We got all the Santavoris. We literally have all the Santavoris. Taro, and Ricard. And I absolutely love it. I couldn't be happier. What a way to start your morning than getting all the Taro Santavoris. The whole Santavori family is in Anaheim now. I love it. All the Santavoris. Let's get it started, guys. Let's go up through the first month of the season and hopefully see us doing very, very well. Starting off in the preseason, very hot. 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, and 5-2. Well, not bad. 5-2 is really good, actually, but I've just had preseasons where I've swept everybody. And we start the season off with 3 straight losses. Love it. 4 straight losses. 5 straight losses. Oh, god damn it. Oh my goodness, we finally win 3 in a row. 3-6-1. That is a pretty pitiful start. Phil Tomasino has got the most points on the team on the second line, but looks like the first line of Taro, and Zegras is not doing well. McDonald is tragically dragging us down here on the defensive end. Him and Dahlin do not seem to be a good pairing. I'm going to move Jake Bean down a line. I think we want Dahlin back up with Drysdale, and then we will be satisfied there. So Dahlin, Drysdale, Bean, McDonald, Kluchek, Zellweger. Those two haven't been the problem, but we're going to make that one change here. I know it's a little early. We've barely played 10 games, but it's not the start I wanted. Good news is, though, only 5 points behind the Oilers, but they have 3 games in hand. That is a lot of games to have in hand, and us to be 5 points behind. Anyway, we get a point there, followed up by a win, and then another loss. We bounce back with a win, though. Loss, win, don't make it, thank you. I was going to say, don't keep on this loss, win trend. Can we get more wins in a row, please? There's a couple wins in a row, a loss, win, and then this Calgary Flames game is a loss. So at 10-11-3, guys, things are not looking good. I thought that I could not possibly break this team, but it looks like I may have just done that. I mean, they're back up to even. Clark, I mean, the second line is insane. The third line is insane, and then oh god, this fourth line is bad. Oh no, it's a very bad fourth line. The defensive pairings are looking fine. Dahlin and McConnell just had a rough start to the season. This fourth line, though, guys, it's struggling. I can't help but think that I should just go with some two-way forwards from the system. Some guys like Callan Lind, right? Get him up here. He's got a great defensive category. Daryl Paul's got a good defensive category. He's actually a sniper, though. So Sapovaliv is a playmaker, not very good defensively. Mahar, no. Nurmi. Maybe Nurmi. Call up Nurmi. Could score some goals. Good defensively. I think I might call up Nurmi and Lind here, guys, to help kind of right the ship. I'll keep playing Sloan. But I think the other two, so Koskarinta and Olvestad down. And in the system, we want Callan Lind and Nurmi. So confirm that. There we go. So we'll edit the NHL lines. We'll just throw those guys in. It shouldn't take too long. There's Callan Lind. Bang. Substitute there. And then here we have scratched Nurmi. Substitute him there. There we go. So we now have Sloan, Nurmi, and Callan Lind. Do we have any others The penalty kill is not... this is the other Taro, so that's fine. He's get the +3. Holy smokes. What about Phil Tomasino? Substitute him in there with McTavish, Darlene, Drysdale, McDonald, Kluch. Yeah, +3 there is great. And then on the power play, we got Montgomery, McTavish, Tomasino, McDonald. Why is Zegras not up here? Good lord. And then the other Taro should be up here as well. What the I mean, maybe actually the two-way Taro should not be up here. Two-way Taro, I absolutely love that. He could be down there with Montgomery and Dvorak, Drysdale, Darlene, McDonald. Let's get Drysdale up here. Even if it's only a +1, it gets us a way better, just a better team down there. So let's go ahead and hopefully right the ship here. We are a little lacking in the win column here, guys. Hopefully we get really hot here. December 1st. December's got to be our month, right? It's not looking great right now. It's looking pretty bad. Holy smokes. We do bounce back with 2 wins. We get a point there in the shootout loss, but we just cannot figure it out right now. We are getting some wins here, but we're not the kind of team that I think can just go on a stretch here. I just don't know what's happening. And we're 2 points out of the playoffs at January 1st. And I don't want to over tinker, but something's got to give. Something's got to change here. I do have to do something. Rasmus Dahlin's a -13. Sloan's a -12. McDonald's a -8. Oh, it's not looking good at all. What do I do? I don't think I want to make a trade, but I mean, Jake Bean is a +5, but McDonald's not looking great. You know what? We're going to do this. We're going to move Dahlin to play with Bean and then move McDonald up with Drysdale. I know that's not where McDonald has thrived, but I have to change something. And it's really that defense that's just kind of killing us right now. Another month. Let's get it started. We get it with a win, a gutsy win in a shootout too. We get 3 straight wins, making it 5 straight because I'm actually counting the Avalanche win. And there's a bunch of wins in a row. That's what we needed. We've snuck into a playoff spot. Can we beat Tampa? Yes, we can. Here we go. At Boston, we get a win. Toronto win. Montreal win. Ottawa lost. Detroit lost. I was hoping we'd go on a little bit of a run there and close it out. But Taro Santovori, that's our Taro Santovori. He's number 51. Leads the team in points, 29 goals in 51 games played. Now, 56 points in 51 games is good, and a game in hand on the Canucks is great. And the Avalanche are also a wild card team. The other wild card teams we have to look out for are teams like the Coyotes, even the Wild, Sharks and Flames right behind us. Sharks have 2 games in hand. Hopefully they don't win both. But taking a look at the lines here, I'm wondering, do I want to move Tomasino back up to the first line? Because Taro Santovori's been fine. He's got 38 points in 51 games. I don't want to mess with what we had. I mean, Tomasino has been absolutely insane. He's been amazing for us. I mean, so is Quinn Clark. I will do a little bit deeper of a dive when we get to the trade deadline. I'm going to get through the entire season number 9 right now. So let's go ahead and get up to this trade deadline here. Get a week off, get some rest. Flip-flop the lines, and we start off with a loss. Another overtime loss. We get, actually, that's 3 out of 4 points there. A win, a big win against the Sharks, a win against the Blackhawks, a loss to the Predators. 2 losses, 1, oh, god damn it. It's just so, I don't trust this team at all. And we're out of the playoffs, technically, with 63 games played, 68 points only. We're way behind the Oilers. So the only teams we're concerned about are the Wild and the Avalanche. Tied with the Wild, but they've got the 2 games in hand on us. The Avalanche have a game in hand on us. And guys, this is not looking great. I'm panicking right now. And we might need to go out and buy somebody at the deadline. And I kind of have an idea of what kind of player we need. Is just that kind of player available. No, Pasternak's not that guy. No, Brandstrom's not that guy. Could it be Charlie McAvoy? Is Charlie McAvoy that guy? I would have to give up Zegras, Jensen, Taro Santovori, Tomasino. No, I'm not willing to give up all that. Guys, we're contenders. We're not going to give that up. Are you kidding me? Jirasek here is an X factor. 2-way defenseman at 86 overall. Would improve the defense. Jensen, oh yeah, I would do that 100%. Actually, second, Watt, and a third. I don't trust Watt very much. Watt or Maher, because we'd only have to give up a third, but I did get a second in that trade earlier in the season, and it all comes full circle. Maher here is 21 at 73. I'm doing this deal. Jirasek here, he's 86 overall. He's 26. He is a 2-way defenseman that looks really, really good all the way around, and he's got those X factors that would help us out chemistry-wise. Trade accepted. The Pittsburgh Penguins are going to accept that deal. Now, do I go even crazier and keep looking, or do I do I actually just sit on this and just wait? Oh my God, that's so much trade value for these guys. Wow. Shea Theodore's got way more value than Kasperi Kapanen, who I've never seen simulate well, so I'm not going to bother. Capo Caco, the two-way forward, no trades found. Travis Konechny, no trades found. Nick Ritchie, the power forward, no trades found. Robbie Fabry, the sniper, won the goalie prospect, no trades found. Sam Reinhart, bring in Sammy Boy. Nope, okay. Anthony Beauvillier, I know I skipped over him, but he's got 3 years left on his deal. I'm not going to do that. Buchnevich, it looks like we're probably close to the cap now, if I had to guess, which is why none of these trades are happening. Lotsarainen, Tyson Jost, yeah, nothing really is seemingly going to happen. Mark Stone, though, could be an option for Jake Bean. Going to decline that trade, and that's why. I can pretty much guarantee you it's because of our cap situation here. Yeah, we're right at the cap. We're only at about 1.8 million in cap space. So we're going to skip the rest of the deadline. There's no need for me to do anything else at the deadline. We got our guy. Jirasek is going to come in and hopefully right the ship here, and his X Factor. Holy smokes, that's a big deal. Shea Theodore goes to Montreal, a 4th and a 6th and a 7th, and Vegas gets Eckford, Christy Brodin in a 6th. So that weakens Vegas, who hopefully we play a few more times here. And Vegas was not really in the hunt, but they're at least a team that we're going to see a few times more, I believe. Taking a look at the lines, they automatically redid them all, and I don't know why they would do that. Please stop doing that, EA. It's very, very annoying. McTavish down here. How's McTavish been doing this season, actually? McTavish doing really well. Has he been on the 3rd line or on the 2nd line? I think he's been on the 2nd line. Or yeah, I think he has. But Quinn Clark up there. Pete Montgomery. How has Pete Montgomery done? He's been okay. Quinn Clark, I think, has been really good. Quinn Clark has been scoring a buttload of goals. And I don't know if I want to give him the more ice time or just kind of leave him as is. Get the +2 here with this Taro Santovori, the defensive Taro Santovori with Dvorak. And that's a very good defensive 2nd line with Pete Montgomery. And here we go. Jirasek up here gets us a +3 with Drysdale. I love to see that. Jake Bean's been good. McDonald's been rough this season. Now he's improving, but he has been rough. Scratch is Klushek, who has a +21 at 22. How's Demko done? Honestly, Demko's been fine. Jaden Williams has not been great, but I'm not overly concerned about my backup goaltender. Zellweger, I think we'll just have to bench him for Kluchek. I know I love Olin Zellweger. Everybody does. He's a channel legend at this point. But I think this is our best move going forward. Just go with the guys that we trust the most. Pete Montgomery here is going to get that little bump in ice time. He hasn't been playing a ton, but he's on a good pace for points and goals. He did good last season in this kind of time. And now pairing him with Santovori and Dvorak, getting a +2 there. And then being able to move McTavish down here, who's got a bunch of penalty minutes, only a +8. Hopefully, we'll be able to go on a little bit of a run here in March and the end of April and get ourselves into the playoffs, because then anything can happen when we get to there. But there are 2, 4, 6 games remaining here. We'll get to the last 10. Here up against Florida is the 10th last game. We lose heavy losses. Bang, bang, bang. And we finally win, and it's against the Stars. 3 straight wins there. Against Edmonton, we lose, and we can't afford that. Versus the Flames, we lose. Holy shit, guys, we're going to miss the playoffs. It's looking likely. We're 8 points out of the playoffs. We're going to miss the playoffs. We are going to miss the playoffs. And who knew that losing Eric Chernak and losing Peyton Krebs was going to do this kind of thing to the roster? I mean, I don't see how it's possible how we pick up 8 points in 10 games. Like, not even. We only have 9 games remaining. We got to pick up 10 points in 9 games. That's insane. That's not going to happen. We need to pick them up on them. So, guys, I'm just going to simulate out the rest of the season, and I'm going to fire our coach. He's done. He's dead. He's dead to me. I know he won the cup, but this is a pathetic season where I still think we have some of the most talented players in the entire NHL, and for us to not make the playoffs with this roster is incredibly frustrating. I can't believe that we just had this poor of a season. I was ready to just kick my feet up, have some fun in this episode, start my day off well with all the Santovori's. But guys, this season was an absolute unmitigated disaster. Finishing so far out of the playoffs, and thank God I didn't give up my first, because that now we could win the lottery. We could win the lottery. It's crazy. Forwards, though, Philip Tomasino should have been playing on the first line all season long, and I will take the blame for that. But Taro Santovori scored 44 again. He's insane. Trevor Zegers for 63 is good. The other Taro Santivori, you know what? He didn't do poorly, right? He did better than what Peyton Krebs would have done. I think it might have been the defensive core that kind of caused our issue. No defensive defenseman there with Chernak being gone. So we'll have to address that in the offseason. One more offseason to go here, guys. Christian Dvorak with 60. That's great. McTavish with 54. Quinn Clark with 27 goals and 49. Ricard Santivori with 30. Guys, everybody played so well. And then the fourth line just really dropped the ball. Tristan Sloan was a minus 15 this season. But it really does seem like Nurmi and Lind, I mean, they didn't really solidify anything. They were a minus 10. But how does the rest of the team get such high plus minuses and we just do so poorly? I mean, Jirasek here was a minus 24, but that's probably not all on us. He was a minus 1 with us with 9 points, which is fine. Drysdale, Dahlin, those guys should... I mean, Jake Bean was not the problem. Zellweger and Kluchek were not... I just don't understand what the problem was here, guys. I just don't get it. I mean, Demko did fall off hard. This is probably the area I should have addressed, and I will address this offseason. He went from a 9-10s goalie and a 2.5 to allowing almost half a goal more and saving about 1% fewer shots, which is quite a few when you get 100 shots every 3 games, 4 games, basically. So a bad season from the goaltenders for sure. And that's probably an area I think that we're going to see here that we struggled defensively was the issue. Goals for per game, where are we? We're at 3.2. That's not great. And goals against per game, we were actually not bad. We were so average. We were so mid. It was just black. The 16% on the power play was pretty poor. Penalty kill was fine at 82.5%. I would have liked to see a little bit higher, but it was just an all-around bad season. I don't really know what... There's no one thing I can really point to besides Demko. And I hate to say that, but... And is Jaden Williams going to be ready to step in and be the number 1 next season? I just don't know. At 81 overall, if he's going to grow... Great, I'd love to see it, but Demko, I think it's time to move on from Thatcher Demko and just let him walk. He's an 83, he's dropping off, he had a poor season, not going to help his statistical growth at all. So guys, that's where we're going to leave this one. But you know what, those of you that have stuck this far into the video, we will get up to the lottery to see at least, do we get a lottery pick? Do we get some nicety from the EA hockey gods? Central scouting, blah, blah. I'm letting my scouts do their thing. I think I did, or either that or I'm not scouting a single person. But the LA Kings have won the Stanley Cup. 104 is the next season's salary cap. I do want to see, am I letting them scout for themselves, or am I just about to go into the draft with no information in a final year? Let's see, where is that trade? Auto scouting, both. Whew. For a second, I thought I was really going to have a stinker of an episode on my hands here. But here we go. Let's get up to the lottery. It is not going to be us. It's Pittsburgh moving from 2 to 1. Montreal from 7 to 2, which means we are still at 14. I would like to view the retired players, I guess. Steven Stamkos retires. John Tavares retires. Johnny Gaudreau retires. Hedman, Van Riemsdyk, holy smokes. Ricard Raquel retires. Matt Duchene. Strome. Severson, Trocheck, Dylan, Coyne. Wow, so many bigger names here, guys. We're at that time. It's about that Victor Arvidsson. Holy smokes, I'm scrolling and they always pop up and they keep popping up. Robin Lehner retires and Jack Campbell retires as well. So, can we please stop the sim? Please stop the sim. Okay, so once you get to the lottery, there's no stopping. But guys, that is all the time I have for this one. A really upsetting episode, unfortunate, and I am sorry, guys, that it was so poor. I thought, after a Stanley Cup appearance and a Western Conference Finals appearance to miss the playoffs, it's pretty disappointing, I have to say. So we'll see. Maybe we'll go all out for all the X Factors. But guys, that's all the time I have for this one. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one.
It's a free for all.